Okay, tonight I'm going to talk about the alcohol paraphernalia in my collection. I don't have much, as you can see. I have the flask on the right. I don't know how well you can see that. Has initials and then England 1944. Supposedly, this was found in the belongings belonging to a Lieutenant Clark Johnson, who was killed in action. I have no reason to think it wasn't in his belongings, but those are certainly not the initials of Clark Johnson. So I don't know if he had bought it for a relative or a buddy or why it was there. But it is old. The cap is on there really tight. You can see where my many efforts in removing the cap have resulted in it getting shined. It's still on there, tight as can be. I don't know how to get it off, and I'll probably just leave it so I don't damage anything. Um, we also got the Hyde Park case of beer here. You can see the top has the original stickers on there, and in fact, this even has the original cardboard. So, and it looks like there's some Falstaff and Schlitz labels in there. Not mine, I can assure you. I think those labels are older than I am. And then, of course, Budweiser, one of my favorite beers. So to talk a little bit about alcohol, during the war, the guys needed some way of relieving stress after they got off the front lines, and many of them chose to do that by drinking. There were plenty of different beers out there. You had Schlitz, Schaefer, Budweiser, Hyde Park, and you name it. There were a lot of them. Then, of course, you also had the hard alcohol. Um, you had liquors like schnapps. You had whiskey. I really like Calvados. You have that as well over in France. I know the soldiers really enjoyed Calvados. Seemed like every home they went into had its own still. And then on top of that, you also had dozens of different types of French wines. So again, it might not have been the healthiest way to relieve stress, but it seemed to work for those guys, and who am I to judge them? So to toast them, why don't you all grab yourself a cold one and rewatch this video about a dozen times until you're done with that drink. Have a good evening.